Christian Pulisic is finally back to his best, with him playing out of his mind right now for AC Milan and the United States men's national team. There were a ton of question marks about Pulisic signing to the Italian club and whether or not he could ever return to his Project Restart form. However, he has silenced those critics in just the first couple of months into the season and is now looking like one of the most underrated transfers this past summer window. So therefore, it's only right that we go over Christian Pulisic's impressive season so far. However, to provide context to Christian Pulisic's situation, we have to talk about his terrible 22-23 season with Chelsea. Now, Chelsea as a whole were absolutely horrendous, with them finishing the season in 12th place, way off their target of finishing in the top 4. There were a ton of reasons for these problems. The players weren't playing well enough, there wasn't much experience in the squad besides Thiago Silva, and the managerial changes, because Chelsea had a total of 3 managers in a single campaign: Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter, and Frank Lampard. When a team goes through that many managers in such a short time, you already know that it was going to be a rough season. And it was, especially for Pulisic, who's a winger at an already stacked club attacking wise. The Blues had so many options up front, like Kai Havertz, Raheem Sterling, Hakim Ziyech, João Felix, Mudryk, etc. So of course, when Pulisic isn't getting consistent minutes, which is absolutely critical for a winger, he was never going to perform well. So in total for the 22-23 campaign, Pulisic had 1 goal and 2 assists in 30 games. To anyone's standards, that's terrible. Even as a huge Pulisic fan like myself, I can't defend it. Although a lot of his minutes were off the bench, with him only managing to start 9 out of the 30 games, while the other attackers, who were also terrible, got to start way more. I'm not going to say that there's an anti-American bias going on, but something was definitely fishy when it comes to Pulisic not getting that many opportunities compared to his peers who were equally as bad. However, the 22-23 season wasn't all bad for Christian Pulisic though, because his quality could clearly be seen when he was with the United States men's national team. At the 2022 World Cup, which seems like forever ago, Pulisic was the main man of the US national team. He was involved in every single American goal. He assisted Tim Weah in his goal versus Wales, he scored the all-important goal against Iran to send the USA through to the round of 16, and he also got the assist for the consolation goal against the Netherlands in the knockout stages. So out of the 3 goals, Pulisic was involved in all 3. The impressive USA performances didn't stop there though, because in the Nations League in June, Pulisic was once again the USA's most important player. In the heated semi-final match against rivals Mexico, Pulisic managed to score 2 goals against that country, continuing his amazing form against the USA's rivals. With his great performance and the United States winning the Nations League once again, Pulisic was given the best player award for the tournament. So as you can clearly see, the talent for Pulisic was still very much present. It just wasn't being shown at Chelsea. So as expected with the upcoming massive rebuild for Chelsea, Pulisic was gonna leave the club. Now there were a ton of clubs interested in Pulisic. Some of the clubs that were publicly known to be interested in signing him include the likes of Napoli, Newcastle, Galatasaray, and even Lyon, who sent an extremely promising offer to Chelsea, which the Blues accepted. However, Pulisic was not interested in joining the French club, and instead he wanted to go to Italy, to a club that had been interested in signing him for a while, AC Milan. With AC Milan used to signing ex-Chelsea players, including the likes of Giroud, Tomori, and now Ruben Loftus-Cheek, it only made sense for Pulisic to link up with his old buddies, especially when Pioli reportedly gave him a call and told him how important of a player Pulisic could be for the Italian club. So on July 13, 2023, AC Milan successfully secured Pulisic's signature for 20 million euros, which is around $22 million for you American people out there. Now with Pulisic signed to AC Milan, naturally there was a lot of doubters when it came to this move, especially because 1, Rafael Leao is the left winger and the face of the club, so there's no chance Pulisic is pushing him off that spot. And 2, a lot of football fans believe that Pulisic needed to downgrade in terms of the size of the club. A lot of USA fans wanted Pulisic to join a mid-table Premier League club just so he could get consistent minutes and be the face of a team, rather than joining one of the most legendary clubs in football where there is a ton of talent all across the pitch. But actually, to me anyways, it seemed like Pulisic joining AC Milan was a match made in heaven. First, Pulisic was gonna play with Giroud again. The streets will never forget Pulisic's Project Restart form, where the American basically dragged Chelsea to a top 4 spot almost single-handedly in the 1920 season. However, a huge reason why Pulisic even played that well was because of Olivier Giroud. Giroud himself has come out and said that Pulisic needs to have a striker like him, a big man in the box, and someone that can hold a defender off and play the 1-2. After Giroud left Chelsea, Pulisic never had the chance to play with a traditional number 9 like that, hence why his form dropped off since. But now, with Giroud and Pulisic linking up again, this wasn't going to be an issue anymore. Second, I think Pulisic fits better with the Serie A compared to the Premier League. Usually, fast and skillful wingers get hacked down and easily injured in the Prem, which is what was happening to Pulisic. However, in the Serie A, where it's much more disciplined, technical, and methodical, Pulisic could showcase his talent more consistently. Third, flopping in the Premier League and reviving your career in the Serie A has been done numerous times before, but the biggest example of this is Mohamed Salah. Salah was always highly rated, but when he went to Chelsea, he barely got the chance to consistently play on the pitch, and eventually he was sent to the Serie A to play for the likes of Fiorentina and Roma. However, after these clubs, he went back to Liverpool and became one of the best players in the world. I know Pulisic isn't as highly rated as Salah was back in the day, but who says Pulisic can't become a better player in Italy and return to the Prem just like like Salah did. I think Pulisic could follow a similar path. So with Pulisic feeling wanted by AC Milan's manager, and the fact that the Serie A is a better fit for him to bounce back, it definitely felt like him going over to Italy was the best option to revive his career. And of course, my thoughts have been proven correct. So now let's finally go over Pulisic's time at Milan so far. After his impressive performances in pre-season, Pulisic was given the start at the right wing position against Bologna away. Christian is pretty familiar with the right wing position, with him consistently playing that position at his time at Borussia Dortmund. So it seemed like a great idea from Pioli to have Pulisic play on the right, just so that Milan could have that deadly front three of Leao, Giroud, and Pulisic. And of course, this worked out to a T. Pulisic played a decently big role in helping Giroud bag the first goal in the game, and also scored an absolute rocket for AC Milan's final and second goal of the match, where they secured 3 points. Pulisic continued his goal scoring form as well, with him scoring the opener against Torino in his first game at home. So 2 games into the season with AC Milan, Pulisic has already bagged himself 2 goals. Now for the next 3 games, there's a little bit of a null period, where Pulisic was dropping good performances, but didn't get any goal contributions, except when Inter bodied AC Milan 5-1. Nobody on AC Milan performed well that day. But Pulisic showcased his talent once again in the game against Cagliari, where he set up Noah Okafor in the first goal, but didn't get an assist officially, but then set up Ruben Loftus-Cheek and got an assist thanks to his goal. So in 2 out of the 3 goals AC Milan scored in that match, Pulisic was directly involved. The American then also continued his goal scoring form as well, with him scoring a cracking volley with his left foot to help secure 3 points against Lazio, and then scored the only goal in a 1-0 away win over Genoa, where he got the game winner in the 87th minute. With these 4 goals and 1 assist for AC Milan so far, Pulisic is currently tied as a top goal scorer for the club with Giroud, and he's probably going to be somewhere around there for the rest of the season. We're not done though, because Pulisic has done incredible with the United States as well in the 2 international breaks. He scored a penalty against Uzbekistan in September, and then against Germany, although USA lost, he scored a ridiculous long shot to gain the lead for the Americans. What an absolutely beautiful goal. Also in the following game against Ghana, Pulisic scored another goal and even got an assist in the 4-0 thumping of the African Giants. So that means in total for the season, Pulisic has 7 goals and 2 assists in 15 games. 9 goal contributions in 15 games so far. Not bad for a winger who was supposedly finished. So as we can clearly see, Christian Pulisic has returned to his best, and it's so nice to see that, with him being the face of the country that's hosting the next 2026 World Cup, meaning he really needs to be in form in the seasons leading into the World Cup. So with Pulisic being back in form, and probably going to be in good form for the next couple of seasons with AC Milan, hopefully I didn't jinx that, it would be pretty safe to bet that Pulisic will continue to be a star for AC Milan and the main man for the United States. As a USA fan like myself, I just love seeing Pulisic back in form. I wanted to see this so bad, and now it finally seems like it happened. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Also, please be sure to follow my Twitter and Instagram. The links are in my YouTube description. Lastly, if you want to learn more about Christian Pulisic's backstory and how he's gotten to this point so far, you definitely want to check out this video right here. You won't regret it.